Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France Deck G45 game with Montu, Scar 94, and Man the Fence. I think Montu is probably streaming, so you can watch him at twitch.tv/gamermontu. And my channel is set to auto-host him as well, so if you ever looking to see what's going on. Looking at this first pile, I see Cloister Dweller. Pretty sure I'm just taking Cloister Dweller. Well Builder can be interesting, but Cloister Dweller is like far and away the best card in this pack. Looks good. So we'll take that. Don't really need to think too much more about that pack. The stuff that was going to come back wasn't too consequential. Crop Rotator and Well Builder will both get taken, and then beyond that, the pile was not too interesting. So Cloister Dweller is one of those cards that it almost doesn't need a whole lot of other cards, because it's like make an okay farm, score okay, and then play Cloister Dweller and get good points. I see Patroness. Ooh, also Grocer. But pretty sure it's Patroness. This is a great card. If Farm School Graduate could come back, that would be amazing. Playing Cloister Dweller with Farm School Graduate in the round 14 harvest would be awesome. And Patroness getting me a resource every time. Patroness and Grocer, they're both... Yeah, so I think Patroness is like quite... I don't know if I should say quite a bit better, but I think it's better than Grocer, especially because I think G45 there probably was a little bit of power creep. I think there was probably a fairly significant amount. We moved from draft 8 to draft 9, and then also we introduced G45 kind of as standard. And I think there's a good amount of power creep there. Certainly going to draft 9 makes a card like Patroness way better, because your final card, you're picking the best out of 3 instead of the best out of 2. And just the odds that you get something playable for yourself are way higher. Doe Academy says, Grocer has a higher power, surely. You think so? I don't think that's the case. I think Patroness's power is quite high. One of the great things about Patroness is you can use it to get a read when you play it, and it makes it very easy to build that first room, so its power has always been exceptionally high. Gardener's Wife seems okay. Basket Maker, I can use Patroness to get read, and then Basket Maker to feed, but I think probably I just take Tapestry Weaver here, and I take a couple bonus point cards. I can have a pretty mediocre scoring farm and play Cloister Dweller, Tapestry Weaver. So now I'm really hoping Farm School Graduate comes back. It's unlikely to, because I would be picking it up 6, and usually it gets drafted much higher than that. But in the event that my opponents draft a bunch of, play stage 1 cards, or like Wealthiest European or whatever else, there's always a chance. So, sorry I didn't stream yesterday or today. I have been crazy, today late. I've been crazy busy with work because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So I've been really busy. I did get my laptop back, so I'll be able to stream while I'm on vacation a bit. It's my plan, at least. Sid says Joiner is very strong. Joiner is by far the best card there. It's a high 3 power. Also, I do think Grocer is marginally higher than Patroness in power. Interesting. I do like Grocer. I think it's a good card. But I think Patroness is a thing. I could take Humble Farm Boy here, because with Humble Farm Boy it would be really easy for me to get the first room. Because Humble Farm Boy would get me 4 wood and 1 reed with 1 action. And then I could also take Supervisor. If I want to do a Cloister Dweller game, then doing 3 fields and 12 spaces for fencing, then a card like Supervisor, like occupying my spaces a bit faster, might work nicely. I think, though, the resources from Humble Farm Boy are going to be pretty good here. So I think we can take that. And Crop Rotator came back. So I think that's a pretty easy Crop Rotator pick. Yeah, I don't think it's too close. Stroller coming back is interesting because it's another way of me... Like, I could get a bunch of early stone with Patroness. I can get a bunch of early whatever resources I want, really. Man, I got Crop Rotator. Oh, man, I hope these guys pass me Humble Farm Boy. Or not Humble Farm Boy. Farm School Graduate, and they did. Yeah, so this is a pretty easy pick here. The order is Farm School Graduate plays Patroness. Then second harvest, I can decide whether or not I want to play Humble Farm Boy. And then set up a Crop Rotator, and then Tapestry Weaver can come around 13 and Cloister Dweller around 14. Yep, for a whole bunch of points. It's excellent. This is an excellent Farm School Graduate game. And I can take Basket Maker here. Basket Maker Patroness can pay out a reed every harvest, and then Basket Maker can help me feed for my Farm School Graduate. So that looks pretty good. Looks very good, in fact. This is kind of a hard pick. Swan Lake has got 2 points on it, but Apiary has got the sow action for Crop Rotator. Sid says last power statistics have Grocer at 4.6, Patroness at 4.0. Patroness augments Ock nicely, but Grocer is a crazy amount of resources for food. Farm School Graduate is a reasonable reason not to do Joiner. I guess Joiner is best stage 1. Yeah, I guess I was kind of thinking about that. Swan Lake is better here. Yeah, Swan Lake is good. It's really good. I'm wondering, so if I have a pretty strict timing for Crop Rotator, the sow from Apiary might be really, really good. But I also might just go on Plow Sow one time, and that's enough. So yeah, I think I could probably take Swan Lake here. We could actually consider Dolly's Mother, because Dolly's Mother does give us room to hold sheep for our Tapestry Weaver, but I think we can probably bank on it coming back, so don't think we have to. Crop Rotator is a good reason not to take Apiary, I think. Ooh, I actually disagree, because I think Crop Rotator benefits from me sowing more often and faster. Like if I sow a grain with Apiary and then play Crop Rotator immediately after in the harvest, then I'm getting extra grain out faster, which I can then quickly re-sow with my Apiary. So there's Village Well. And I kind of feel bad passing Village Well to the Well Builder. Who's got it? It's Montu. Yeah, there's also Wishing Fountain here. So I'm passing him a well upgrade no matter what. I think probably Pelts is pretty good. Oh, man. Yeah, Pelts is good, even at 3 rooms. Village Well, Wishing Fountain. Yeah. I'm not happy passing either of these. The thing is, if I pass them, I'm just going to be in last for so long, which is also really not good. Yeah, because he's just going to like start player a bunch of times in a row. I am passing him one of them anyways, but what if I pass all yeah, that makes sense. I can take it the second time. I mean, there's always a chance he gambles Wishing Fountain comes back, but yeah, Peltier looks fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any support for Guest Room, unfortunately. I think Guest Room is really good, but I have like no support for it. What I ideally would need is a way of converting a whole bunch of resources to food at once if I get a bunch of building resources, but I don't really have that. I don't have a way of getting crops early. There is boarding school. Boarding school lets me get around the farm school graduate limitations somewhat. So that's kind of interesting. Um, there's cash crop. Cash crop is pretty good too. I guess I'm pretty sure I want to be a 3-room house. I'm pretty sure I want to go for the first family growth. So a card like boarding school seems to make sense because maybe family growth round 5 falls into my lap and I can double grow. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Cash crop is strong, yeah. If I take an apiary, I'd probably take cash crop there. Yeah, boarding school is a nice card. The only thing I'm a bit afraid of not having a high enough point ceiling next to Montu with his village well for 9 points that he builds like ridiculously cheaply. The one thing I'm happy about, I don't care at all about occupation this game, so I'm happy to read Stone Food a lot in stage 1 especially. So hopefully that'll delay his well builder play. Might even scare, if I could scare him a bit, like get Reedstone Food twice and then Patroness get a stone, like that would be kind of funny. Yeah, I might be able to steal the well. Yeah, if I could do that, that would be pretty good. So yeah, I don't know if I'll play Humble Farm Boy. Probably not. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm taking Carp Pawn here, but the carpet is intriguing. Carpet with Tapestry Weaver is quite appealing, actually. You know what? New game plan. Not going for the first room. I'm setting up a carpet game and double growing with boarding school that way. Yeah. It also gets me my rooms. It also gets me my sheep for Tapestry Weaver. Yeah. So that seems like a pretty easy. That seems like a pretty good pick there. Yeah, carpet does guarantee the boarding school. Assuming I want to play boarding school. What? What? Uh. uh. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you. Yeah. Looks good. Shed says, I guess you'll probably have to sacrifice a point from Cloister Dweller defense. Yep. And I think that is okay. I agree. And then maybe it'll make sense even to build 4 rooms or something. And still do 3 pastures and then fence 14 or 15 on 8 spaces. What? What? Strawberry Patch and Camembert were like two of the best cards in this pile. I I don't even know what to say. Yeah. Well, I don't have any vegetable support, so I think I can't speculate on Strawberry Patch, even though I would love to. I think Camembert comes out earlier. Also, I don't have that many cheap minor improvements. I'm pretty awful at taking start player ever this game, so at least in the early game. So Camembert helps with that a little bit. Oh, both the well upgrades are gone. That's a good point. That's a good point. Not sure how Grocer passes Strawberry Patch. Well, maybe they know it's coming back. Maybe they know it's coming back. Maybe Montu has both. Grocer and the Village Well. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that like Man the Fence took Village Well or the Wishing Well because that was just like generally a weak pile. Also, I guess if you remember that Humble Farm Boy is out there, then well upgrades are kind of nice. He picked one of them. He didn't pick both of them. Yeah, I think going for first fireplace makes sense to secure the first sheep grab. Give me time to get my fencing up, so ideally I can hold them. And then also, need feeding for the farm school graduate. You're right. You are correct. So this looks like a game where I'm going to value 3 wood very highly. Reedstone food when I can, and otherwise taking 3 wood as much as possible. And then second action taking clay and building fireplace occasionally. That kind of thing. All right. Let's go, guys. I guess Montu maybe had some interesting choices. Oh, hey. Cherry Orchard works with apiary. Thing is, apiary comes at a pretty late part of the game. What does crop rotator say? Immediately take 1 grain or vegetable from each of your fields. So does crop rotator let me take wood? Let's find it. Probably not, but I always find these rulings weird. Yeah, no, it makes sense. That was a pipe dream. I think I might take it anyways. If I get like a reasonably early apiary, then it might pay out a vegetable. It might pay out a vegetable that I can sow with crop rotator. The timing's not too too strict. Pretty sure I can harvest the last good wood from Cherry Orchard, get a vegetable, and then activate Crop Rotator's ability, which would let me sow that vegetable into an emptied grain field. So we'll see. So yeah, I want 3 wood and reedstone food. I'll be a little sad if my opponents pass me lots of occupation. That is not what I want. We start first. Okay. Yeah, I think reedstone food here is fine. Man the fence plays self-employee. Alright. So there's a reason not to play farm school graduate. If he took something like animal pen. Yeah, it has been a while. Occupation joiner. So I think it's probably safe to imagine that Montu took something that lets him what? I don't know. Is he talking to me still? I don't remember that player. Anyways, pretty reasonable to assume that Montu's going to start player with his second action. Probably start player to set up a reedstone food wood action, which gets him the resources for his village well. So then we have card player, which is kind of exciting because I have not seen that card played in a long time. 2 clay for sure here. Go for that first fireplace, especially with sheep coming round 1. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Yeah, card player. It's a thing. I'm interested to see how he uses it. I'm interested to see how it pays out. I think it's a card that rewards especially good foresight and planning. If you can really predict what your opponents are going to do and what they want, then you can really maximize stuff for yourself. Especially if you have ways of incentivizing your opponents take different moves, make different choices. Oh, he's on day labor. Oh, day labor plus wood joinery. Interesting. I guess it's probably good for... I mean, it's good for me that he didn't start player. Is it day labor or day laborer? Yeah, it is laborer. Yeah, because you're working. I always think it's funny that all of our family members are equally good at joining the traveling players and getting some food payout. 'Cause that's how I guess you would get paid is in food. So it says the spot is day laborer, but you can say I go to day labor. Right. Adjective and verb. Adjective and adverb. I don't remember. Grammar. Grammar is hard. Okay, where are you? Okay. This is a good, really good start here. There we go. Now I can refresh. Now I can hit continue and pass it to man the fence. What fun. So it says day labor would be the verb. Day laborer would be the noun conducting the verb. Noun conducting the verb. I am unfamiliar with this kind of grammar. Animal yard. Boo. Don't steal my sheep, man. Don't steal my sheep. I want those sheep. I mean, he can have the first two, sure. But I'm going to take the next 4 or 3. Enough to get carpet up. Yeah, I know. Verb is an action. Yes, I do. I am aware of that much. Thank you. So what do? Do we take it from the top and move it to the bottom? Stone, reed, clay, wood. At the end of each round, move the top resource to the bottom of the stack. So the new thing on top is clay. Yes, so I've done that correctly. And we're going to take 3 wood here. We could play our farm school graduate, but there's plenty of time for that. Matu plays well builder. So I assume he probably has a 2 occupation miner. Always just patiently waiting to get on Reedstone food. Or he's going to play grocer and buy the stone. That would be crazy. Yeah, I guess the day labor makes more sense in that context. How far down on the grocer is the stone? It's reed, grain. What's after the grain? Is it clay? Reed, grain, clay, vegetable, stone, wood, clay, vegetable. Something like that. There's 1 grain, 2 vegetable. The vegetable's at 4 and 8. Reed is on top. Grain's at 2. It's kind of like the logic puzzle in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. DL plus wood is a pretty solid second action in stage 1 anyways. Yeah, that's true. With Joiner. Yep. 2 food and a wood. Good action. Good action. And I guess if you're second, you're happy passing 2 wood to the person after you. Makes them less likely to start player. May I ask, what was the mention of DL earlier? This might be that kind of game. Man the Fences played a lot. But he left the site for a while. I think he rage quit a bunch of games in a row. But hopefully he's back and reformed. Yeah, I was off for like almost 2 years. Even more than that, because that's only 2 games there. Yeah, almost 3 years. It's a long time. Man, the Feds plays Cocotte, so that's why he was asking about day labor, because he was like, what are you guys talking about? 2 wood. So I'm going to this is going to question my resolve, this game, because if Family Growth Cup falls into my lap, which it might, so we got to guess that Scar is going to take 2 clay, becomes 3 clay thanks to his card player. Montu, maybe day labor again. Maybe start player to get on Reedstone Food. If he does start player, I'll be kind of sad because it'll mean I'm just probably last in turn priority for like a pretty long time. I also need food at some point. We should assume that Man the Fence is going to build, or is going to take the sheep. And if he takes the sheep, then I need other ways of feeding. There's also that Dolly's Mother card that didn't come back to me. So somebody's got that. I'm guessing it's Man the Fence. Thought with Cocotte that he'll has a good shot at building the first fireplace, maybe. Oh, what's going on, guys? Want to there? Oh, excuse me. I don't normally play this late, and this is why. He's not sure what he's doing. Yeah, here's Cocotte. Fun card. Alright, day labor it is. Yes, I have to imagine Montu's reasonably certain that he can get stone from his grocer, because it is a little risky what he's doing, playing the well builder before even getting a single stone, but you never know. Excellent. Scar taking 2 clay, so there's only going to be 3 clay worth at most for Man the Fence to take, which means I get the first fireplace, which is what I wanted to see. I take some food next round since the sheep will just get swept. I might first action fireplace into 3 sheep. And if I first action fireplace and the sheep gets swept, then it's very likely that one of the food actions will come back to me. So I think we're okay doing this either way. Worst case scenario, Basket Maker actually gains us a food. I could play Basket Maker instead of Patroness first. Of course, I would prefer to play Patroness then Basket Maker, but if my feeding situation's really tight, it is an option. There's Grocer for Montu. I think probably one of the reasons I like Patroness so much is the early stone and reed can be extremely valuable. And I mean, I like Occupation Spam anyways. It's the kind of game I like to play. But hey, if I'm going to get Farm School Graduate 6, I'll defend taking Patroness every time. Because if I can make it work for 6 resources, that's a pretty good payout. All right, let's see what Man the Fence does. Oh, we all keep forgetting to increment card player. 5 usable resources. No, the resource in round 14 is usable because I can, if I have Basket Maker in play, I can get a read and then eat it. Haha! Haha! Sid, I showed you. Mushroom collector here, sure, and then Man the Fence takes the sheep. Okay, so do I need to take food here? I actually don't think I need to take food because I'm pretty sure Montu. Well, no, Montu's taking food, isn't he? No, Montu is building the well here. Start player well. And then Scar will take 3 wood, triggering Mushroom Collector. Yeah, I think I actually can not take food here. And I'll take 3 wood instead. It's a little greedy, but pretty sure this works. Yeah, Montu builds the well, as expected. Buying 3 resources. Playing start player. So, Man the Fence might take 4 food. Montu might take 4 food, but there's going to be a 4 wood action. So pretty sure we're going to see Scar go on 1 wood. And then there's going to be 2 reed and reedstone food available. Montu really likes reedstone food. He will start playing a bunch, I think. Yes, I think he will as well. Yep. But you never know. Maybe he'll just save the well upgrades for when he family grows. Like, he doesn't want to be careful because if he upgrades, like Man the Fence is only 1 stone away, and he has the day labor space to build the well on, so there's some time. Yeah, I wonder what reason Man the Fence took for that. Maybe cat lover? Oh, you know what? I didn't pass Cocotte, did I? So Cocotte was one of his top 3 picks. Oh, I don't know. I can't. So card player, you take the bottom. Move the top resource to the bottom. So the way you look at this is the clay is on the bottom. Yes. Clay was on the bottom last round. And then reed will be on the bottom this round. Yes. Okay. Scar plays Fence Delivery Men. The other thing is, if I don't get my farm school graduate out this round, I'm actually not that unhappy, because if my boarding school is guaranteed, then I can play occupations late. And you know what? I got Humble Farm Boy, which I don't really feel like giving away the Humble Farm Boy points. And if I play 7 occupations, I am giving away the Humble Farm Boy points, and I'm not getting it out for 4 wood. The number 1 reason for me to take Humble Farm Boy was the 4 wood. So, yeah. If I don't play Farm School Graduate here, it does hurt me a bit in terms of played occupation number, but, yeah. Scar asking which position is his in seat 3. I usually do like clockwise order. I usually do clockwise from top left, so like I'm seat 1, so I get the top left. It's usually the way I look at it. Take 4 food. And so now I have the option 3 wood or occupation farm school graduate. Montu gets 4 food traveling players in a wood, looks like. I gotta stop reclining. It's putting me to sleep. Gotta sit up, have good posture. What's going on here? We're 42 minutes in and we're not even done stage 1. What is going on? There we go. Yeah, Montu and Scar are playing like minute-long turns, and it's pretty killer. Especially at this point in the game. This early in the game should not be taking that long. So Scar mushroom collects. That was pretty easy to predict considering needed food. So man the fence might build a room here. Yep. And so I could fence here. I could take reed. I'll gamble that reed will come back next round. I'm going to fence here. And I'm going to fence like this. Not fence like that. I'll fence down here. No, yes, like that. Fencing like this is pretty ugly. But maybe I have like pet door or something. That's why I'm doing that. I could farm school graduate. Yeah, I could do that as well. I could have done that for sure. I think I like the idea of fencing. Yeah. I kind of want to go on cheap occupation. And boarding school does help me get the occupations out a bit faster. I don't know. Farm school graduate would have been fine. Yeah. I think I get 3 reed here maybe. And if I get 3 reed, my basket maker is pretty happy. So we have some options. So, man the fence. Why did you take 3 sheep? Let's see the reason. I wonder if Scar is thinking about start player here, since man the fence can't stable block. Nope. Okay. Well, that means I get 4 wood, so I'm pretty happy about that. 4 wood is very nice. I think I take 4 wood over the 3 reed. Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Man the fence going for the clay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take 4 wood, sure. I joined late. Am I giving up on Cloister Dweller? Hi, HAKLJ. Not at all. Just not maxing it, exactly. Yeah, so I've got the... I could still do a pasture here, and I can do 2 rooms like that, and then 3 fields there. I could move my pasture and do 4 fields, but with no ways to help myself plow, I have a feeling that I'm more likely to... Well, you know what? Apiary likes me to plow a lot. Maybe those fences aren't in the right spot. I think it's too late anyways to move them. I might build 2 rooms. I have pelts, so actually building multiple rooms with pelts is actually quite appealing. The timing on boarding school gets more awkward if I do build multiple rooms, but we'll see. It might just be an empty space or a space that I build the stable on. If it's one empty space, it's not the end of the world. So then we had Montu building the clay oven. Yeah, Grocer loves doing that. Helps you buy all the rest of the Grocer resources. And then Scar start player writing desk. Well, 3 reed came all the way back to me, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I'm in a bit of an awkward spot here. I think I want to be able to... I'm going to have to monitor the chance for the sheep getting taken. If Scar... Yeah. Pretty sure Man the Fence will start player here. And if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure I can force him to have to start player. Because what I really want is 4 sheep. Because 4 sheep, I can still eat one of them and then still have my 4 sheep for carpet. Because taking the 3 sheep here and then letting them breed doesn't get me any extra food. And I want a little bit of food. I guess so. 3 food plus basket maker is enough. If I play basket maker before Patroness here. That is an option. Scar plays kitchen cabinet. Okay, interior design. So I guess with Cocotte he's thinking play lots of miners on day labor, pay an extra resource, and it doesn't cost that much because you have support for it. I think I build a room here, although there's really no pressure on me to build a room. What else would I do? I guess I could play my farm school graduate here. So I guess if I don't build a room here, And man the fence builds the fireplace for his second action. He can then steal the sheep. Okay, so that is an unacceptable outcome. So I will build the room here, and then I can respond. This leaves me free to respond to him building the fireplace. Downside of this is I can no longer build a room in round 7 to secure the round 8 family growth. But that would have been pretty greedy, especially with Grocer on the board. Yeah, no, Montu could jump me too easily with his Grocer. Although it's not like he would like to stable block. But it would also be really expensive for me to start player into room. So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe build a room there was not the right move. Maybe I should have hoped to be able to start player round 7. So what I can do here, I can give man the fence the choice. I can say, I can farm school graduate here and say, gamble on me not being able to family growth and take the sheep. Oh no, he's playing stone oven. Okay. He's building stone oven? What? Did he get oven builder? 4 sheep into carpet seems fine. No one can eat them yet. Yeah, no one else can eat them. This is such a weird game. Well, I can get the 4 sheep next round, so I can play farm school graduate here. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, he did use his interior. Yeah, I assume he did. Oh yeah. What is Man the Fence doing? He built stone oven on major minor instead of on day labor. What is he doing? Also, this is a very late farm school graduate. Normally you see it in round 3 or 4. There's a lot of occupations reward you more if you get them out earlier. But hey, who needs that stuff? Not I. Sid says, think I'm going to go play. Good luck. Thank you. Enjoy. I have no idea what Man the Fence is doing. I have no idea. I could 6 wood into 4 sheep. It's an option. Have fun, Sid. Oh, I see. Ah, this is why. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry to Man the Fence. We should have said we have to assume what you're doing is correct. Therefore, okay. So this is why he was blocking pottery from being built by Montu. Cool. Montu could start player jump me, but I think 6 wood is pretty excellent compensation, especially with carpet in hand and 4 sheep available. That looks pretty good, I have to say. So now he can concoct pottery on day labor for free. So cool. Montu says, against most other players, I get 4 sheep, I think, but Montu loves his growth. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, this is pretty bad. So Montu just did 7 guests on start player, leaving himself room to be able to buy a wood and family growth in round 8 as well. So yeah, that's pretty bad. We should have remembered guest room. I kind of forgot about that. Now the thing is, he can still buy the wood and first action grow next round. Like, that's still an option for him. So that's scary. I think it'll still work out. I think we'll be okay. That Pelt's Carpet is going to be a hero for us this game. So the one problem with taking sheep here is that Patroness is not enough food. So I think I have to play Basket Maker first, and then I'll Patroness next. Yeah, not quite the order I would want, but looks okay. Yeah, he was at 13 food, right? How do you get so much food again? Clay Oven. Clay Oven got him a lot. Oh man, this game is so slow. We're an hour in. Oh man. I'm just getting to the end of stage 2. Oh no. Oh, this is fun. Chemist. Okay. So Chemist puts a bunch of clay out, and card player is going to pay out for Chemist more often. That's very fun. And then he also played Gardener's Wife on kitchen with writing desk. And then Man the Fence gets his pottery back. He can breathe easy. All right, and then you know what I could do? I could build a room here. Problem is, if I build a room, then Scar just fireplace and takes the sheep, so that would not be good. We'll just take the sheep here. It's fine. Not ideal, but it works. Add a guest so that we can play our occupation. Is interior design valid? It is, because it's not another one that you paid. It's another one of the printed cost. So it does work here. I know what you're thinking. I had the same question, HIKLJ. I had the exact same question. Is that you're right. He's all good. Yeah, so Montu's in a pretty exceptional spot. Got a ton of actions to trigger his joiner on. Yep, got Clay Oven in the well built. Yep. You got to be afraid of that. And the guest room as well. Well, that's what I get for passing guest room. You know what, though? I have ways to come back. I have Tapestry Weaver, Cloister Dweller, Boarding School, Pelts. I got some really good cards here. Swan Lake. I've got some really good cards, so we're gonna have a little bit of we're gonna trust the process. That's what Cal Dubas likes to say. Oh, I gotta send farm before he's done, or else it's gonna go to Montu, who will do a new round. Not that it really matters. I mean, the card that I play doesn't depend on what comes out here. But anyways, the thing is, Tapestry Weaver wants to get played in round 9 if I build 4 rooms. I think probably giving up a point is fine to get Patroness out faster. Yeah. And boarding school's not coming any faster, so I think we're fine. Two food and a sheep to feed, and then read to 3 food. And then 2 food for the Yawk. Or for the, yeah. Oh, should be food HR. Yes, right, because I went from 3 to 2. Yeah, that's right. Then Monty gets to start player and play another efficient miner, which is Carp Pond. Very good. Very good for him. But I'm not too upset. Not too upset at all. Now what we want to see is we want to see all the food actions get taken. But Scar and Man the Fence, they must have not fed. This must be after, yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, 5 stone. Good. Good. Take lots of stone. Glad to see that. And then Man the Fence takes all the clay. Sure. So I'll start player into family growth. Start player carpet. And you know what? I'm going to build another room. So I can family growth boarding school, and then my next family growth can trigger boarding school, and I can go up to 5 people. I think that works. Assuming I get read back, which I think I will. You know what? I don't even need much read. I just need reedstone food action. So yeah, 4 rooms seems good. 4 room stone house, and then cloister bonus. And then 3-point Tapestry Weaver. Yep. Yeah, and it should be quite easy for me to get 4 points out of pelts, so. Chris says Corbarius was released. Thank you for helping to playtest and comment. I don't think I played with these cards too much. 3 read is great for food. Yeah, but I'm going to family growth because I just played carpet. Sorry, I should bring up carpet, and that'll make my move more obvious. I'm going to family growth with my second action. Also, it's showing. It was showing 1 subscriber earlier, and now it's showing 2 subscriber, and it's showing you as being a 4-month founder. So HIKLJ, I think you just resubbed, but for whatever reason my activity feed didn't update. I just want to say thank you so much. I'm sorry that it didn't put anything in the chat or anything like that. Thank you. Really appreciate the support. Certainly it's motivating for me to play at 11 at night, which I would not normally have done otherwise. I thought carpet was the sheep for occupation card. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if you don't know what it does, like, it's not as obvious, right? And I wasn't showing it, so I should be doing that more proactively. Food connoisseur. Excellent. Very good for Man the Fence. Oh no, this is Man the Fence. I thought Montu had it. No, Man the Fence does. So this is going to go with his cocotte. So he probably like first picked Food Connoisseur and then took cocotte second pick or something. Or second, third. Yeah. And he also took Self-Employee, which I don't think I saw. You know what? Actually, it might have been in my first pack. I kind of just read over that card. ignore it generally. So I should say something in chat to be like, don't freak out, guys, or whatever, but I guess I could play Camembert here, but no. Yeah, boarding school. This looks good. Boarding school with unblockable family growth looks really good. So now the only question is, do I have enough food? Which I have a breeding pair of sheep and I have basket maker in play. I should be just fine. Also, we can do a Humble Farm Boy update, and I am winning the Humble Farm Boy, which is kind of funny, so maybe I will play it for points. 1, 2, 3, 8 here, 7, and 8, and I'm at 5. Now, once my boarding school comes into effect, and once I keep playing occupations with farm school graduate, like, I'm gonna definitely probably ramp out cards faster than my opponents will, but still, something to keep in mind. Just saying to Montu, he doesn't need to mark guest room because it's active for the rest of the game. And marking it will make me think there's a round that you missed, but no, he hits it for every remaining round. So, oh, we missed our chance to spam Wells in chat. Darn. Man the Fence plays Plowmaker. Well, it's another played card, which is pretty cool. I get 6 wood here, but there's 4 reed. 4 reed is appealing, but it's not 6 wood appealing. Montu needs food, so I'm pretty sure he takes fishing or traveling players. And then I think Scar probably wants animals. So there's a chance that 4 reed comes back. I'd be pretty happy with 4 reed. Because then my patroness can get me some reed and some stone. But if I don't get the 4 reed, I pretty much just have to take other stuff. Oh, he played Cooking Hearth. I missed that. Montu has Cooking Hearth. You only have 2 people, right? That's going to be on my next family growth. I played it on family growth, and since the boarding school comes out after the family growth, it's not legal for me to do so. So what I'm declaring to my opponents is, I will family growth again. Scar says his marker should be on wood. Okay, sure. No problem. I need 6 food and I need 8 food total. So I do need to pick up food if I want to keep the sheep breeding, which I absolutely do with Tapestry Weaver. Do I want... Okay, so is a building resource worth a point? Because I could play Tapestry Weaver in this harvest, and then Patroness comes out later. Now, Patroness, I was like, oh, great card, 6 Resources. Oh. I think I'm probably not going to play it for that many resources. Yeah. 4 read for sure. Yeah, I think probably playing Tapestry Weaver for the 4th point makes a lot of sense here. 4 read into 5 food would be fantastic. It would. And it might happen. Man the Fence did Reno Fence, it looks like, but did not upgrade the Reno Fireplace, but did not upgrade the fireplace. Montu, start player Village Well, I'm sure. Which is kind of a pain, but because I'm going to be in last for a while, but that's fine. My carpet alleviates that pain by quite a bit. Also the fact that I have 11 wood on my farm. I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy. So what I want to see Scar takes wood here to force Montu to major minor well. Yes, there we go. There's the wells. Thank you. I'm very pleased to see that. Wells from HIKLJ. Yeah. So what we want to see is Scar take wood so that Montu is forced to major minor, so we can't start player well again in like round 11. Because that would suck having to keep me going last. Yeah. The other thing is, we can take solace from the fact that everyone in this game needs wood. Scar needs it. Man the Fence needs it. I need it. How much more wood do I need in total? Not much. Not much at all. But I do need wood. Also, Cherry Orchard is not paying out a vegetable anymore. There's no way that I can get to 4. Well, unless I sow manually. But sowing manually when I have apiary in hand just seems like a big waste. 5 food comes back. 5 food looks pretty good. Scar did take wood, so yeah, Montu should major minor well here. He does. Wells in chat. Oh yeah, he gets an extra card player thing as well. That's fun. The only turn the only turn that Scar really does not like his chemist. You know what? He doesn't hate. I guess he never really hates it, because when the clay's on top, the wood's on the bottom, right? Is that right? Yeah, when the clay's on top, the wood's on the bottom. So therefore, or which way is it going? Top resource to the bottom. Yeah. So when the clay's on top, the wood's on the bottom. So therefore, he would get an extra clay from his chemist, but lose out on a wood. But I mean, it's sort of resource neutral if you ignore the fact that wood is better than clay. But all right, friends, this is way too slow. We really need to pick this game up. Scar's played a lot of games, hasn't he? I've seen him active on the site. Okay, he's not that. Okay, never mind. He's played 25 fours. 90 games altogether. Alright. Oh, he won last game with Wallfly, Ken, and John Swar. Good job. This is probably his first win in a while. Yep. First win on here. First win in a 4 since 2017. Very nice. Congratulations. I mean, the site's cutthroat. The skill level is extremely high. You're playing against people like me. You're playing against people like me who've played like 1,000 games, and that has that is a thing. Take a read. Why are you taking a read? What? Oh, off of his food connoisseur. Port Le Havre here for Man the Fence. So, hey, maybe we'll get those Humble Farm Boy points. We may yet, Mr. Frodo. We may yet. Scar says, okay, I can play faster. Alright, and then I will play Occupation, Tapestry Weaver. So then I eat a sheep and a reed and some food. And then feed H and 6 food for Fade 6 and Ock. So I should be left with 4 food if my math is right. And then a point to my Tapestry Weaver. Looks good. So many wells. I do need to remember that someone has a well upgrade, aka the Wishing Well, who is unable to legally play it. So that is something to remember for the Humble Farm Boy points. If I didn't ban Braggart out of my games, I would think Man Defense has Braggart. Like he first picked Braggart, then picked Cocotte, and then Food Connoisseur, or vice versa. Probably usually you pick Food Connoisseur second and then Cocotte third. Would probably be the normal sequence for that. I could get a bunch of clay. Is Build a Room contested? It is. Montu can afford to build a room, so I'll build a room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 more wood minimum, ideally 9. What space is my boarding school going to pay off in? It doesn't come back till round 13, so that's pretty late. Oh well. I don't know if anyone's ever boarding schooled on with their 4th person. I don't think I've seen that yet. Sure, Head of the Family would, but I haven't seen Head of the Family played in a long time. Alright, so I gotta start plowing. I gotta fix my feeding. Yeah, start plowing and taking crops. I think I'll camembert here. I'll camembert because I can put one of the food on family growth, and I know for sure I have first crack at the family growth action in round 11, so that seems all right. Patroness will play. I'll play Patroness in the round 11 harvest, and then the remaining occupations will be kind of situational. No, it's not. No, carpet is not. But I mean, in round 11, I can family growth before anybody else can. Do I just plow here? Plow seems kind of boring, but it seems like it's the best action. There's no wood actions available. I need to get 3 plows off, so plow's fine. Yeah, so what I'm referring to specifically is since I'm on the build room space, unless someone has a family growth even without room card, I can respond to somebody else first action building a room by family growthing with my first move next round. And actually, the really nice thing about boarding school, I don't have to feed the family member till they come back. So, I don't know if it was worth all this work, especially if family growth comes around 12. This was not worth all the work that I put in, but so how much wood did I say I need? I need 2. So Humble Farm Boy gets me 2 wood. Ooh, maybe we're playing Humble Farm Boy instead of Patroness. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I definitely want more than 2 wood. 3 wood. I want 3 wood. And I can get 1 wood from Patroness. I could play Humble Farm Boy and Patroness, but no. 2 to 3. You're right. I do want 2 or 3. Montu plays Cottonfield on start player, I'm sure. So, yep. When Sid said I'm going to be last a lot, he was absolutely correct. Humble Farm Boy update. I'm behind Scar by 2 cards. He's got 8 to my 6. And then 10 for Montu. And 11 for Man the Fence. Now I am going to play one with my next action, because I'm going to play Camembert. Man the Fence plays Hayrake. Oh, very nice. Good card. I actually don't like it so much when you have 2 fields and only 3 family members, but it'll let him fill up his farm. The wood has been really tight this game, so seems fine. So let's play Camembert here. Food onto family growth. Yeah, Man the Fence doesn't love grain or vegetable. So maybe a food onto grain is fine. And then a food onto... oh, what am I putting a food onto? Not the cattle, I don't think. Maybe the sheep. The pair of sheep are just like 5 food for me, which they're 5 food for everyone else. So yeah, I don't love that. Where's the last one going? Sorry, I shouldn't be thinking this long about it. Especially when I complained about people thinking before. Oh yeah, boarding school. Yeah. Last one. Not on build a room, not on start player. Don't really want to incentivize those spaces. Maybe read. On 1 read? No, I'm not going to 1 read for a while. So maybe just on clay. I want to get 4 clay when it comes up. Putting it on the 2 clay is probably a mistake because it makes the 4 clay action pretty good for someone, but oh well. The mistake is made. Oh, I should put a marker on round 13. It's going to be the latest Patroness ever. And it maybe will only give me 3 resources. Yep, that's a thing. Oh. Yeah, Montu's doing well. I mean, he's getting lots of wood actions, so he needs wood actions, clearly. I think if I can play Humble Farm Boy and get the points from it, I think I beat Montu, probably. He does have a lot of points from his well and his village well. But I'm going to have a lot of points, too. Montu says, my game is difficult. Fencing 7. All right. So probably looking at a animal grab here. I could have put it on read, I guess. Because I like read actions. I like that read. I don't really want anyone else going on my read. Yeah. The other thing is I really don't care about Plauso round 13. Because I want to get my apiary out. If I start player round 12, it's going to be to get like 2 cattle in round 13. Not to Plauso, not to family growth. Ooh. Wow, he fenced into plow. Interesting. Did Scar ever get the vegetable from Gardener's Wife? And then Man the Fence took 1 vegetable here. That is not at all how I expected any of this to go. Let us eat 2 sheep and take some take a pair of boar. I need some food anyways, right? And I will family growth here. Yeah, I have a bunch of miners. That I want to play now. I want to play Swan Lake. I want to play Pelts. I think with this action in particular, I will play Pelts. Well, that's the only one I can play, really. Cherry Orchard's not going to do anything for me anymore. I have Swan Lake. I have Pelts. I have good stuff still to do. Definitely. Montu took the 1 grain. I guess you need another grain because he ate his only one from Grocer. But I'm not too worried about it. He can sow here, sure. Yeah, so I'm targeting 2 cattle. 2 cattle round 13 and then Stonehouse. Those are kind of my sub goals. Well, and 3 fields, of course, because that 3rd field is worth 3 points, which will be probably a lot. Man the Fence, start player, cash crop, sure. There is 3 stone and a clay available here, which is not a bad option in case the 4 clay gets taken next round. Yeah, and both the crops are gone, and 3 sheep is not really that good a move for me. So yeah, let's take the stone here. So this is going to be might be a pretty sad camembert, but hey. You know what? I have action priority. I can first action take 4 clay if I need to. Although, you know what? As soon as I don't take 4 clay, Montu's just going to take it, but I do want plow as well. If I don't get all my plows in, this is going to be a rough finish. Here's cash crop for Man the Fence. Don't forget to board. Yeah, I gotta put. I did not put the person out, but yes, I do need to still put the marker. You're right. You're right. Yeah, not getting the 4 clay with that clay from stone is like a lot less painful now. By quite a bit. Oh, oh, totally forgot about Tapestry Weaver. Oh my goodness. Hopefully they let me do this. I completely forgot about the card. Sorry. Because certainly I want to pelts here. Then I'll add in guest for my excuse me. Not feeling too hot at the moment. I totally forgot that I need to keep sheep on my farm. I need to keep 3 sheep for Tapestry Weaver. Totally forgot about that. This is just my card to play my Patroness. So I eat a reed for 3 food, and then I'll get a reed back from Patroness. Yeah. Family growth even without room. Makes sense. I will plow. Kind of boring when there are 2 4-wood actions available, but I need that 3rd field. So yeah, all that work to grow marginally faster. HIKLJ says, I'll be back in 20. Need to get dinner. I might catch the end. Oh, must be a late dinner for you. Hope you enjoy. And yeah, please do check out the VOD if you care to. Want to start playing Strawberry Patch. He likes Reedstone Food. He likes Family Growth and Plow Sow. So not too surprising. I want to reno this round, just to take the pressure off of myself to reno, so that I can reno around 13 if I need to as well. So I'll probably reno apiary here, so that I can sow a vegetable or a grain that I will grab, and then I'll get the other one. So 4 clay into reno into taking a crop and sowing it. And if the crops are looking like they'll be occupied, then I'll take wood defense. So I got 2 out of my 3 camembert food, which is not awful. The other thing I could do is I could upgrade my fireplace to a cooking hearth, which would make me eating animals for pelts a lot more efficient. Um, yeah, I could do that. I don't think I will though. I want to play crop rotator, and if I want to play crop rotator in round 13, I need to have crops on my fields. So yeah. So if I take a grain here and then sow it with apiary, then I harvest one with crop rotator, apiary again, round 13, and then harvest again. And so then in round 14, I will free up a space to sow a vegetable on too. So I could sow the vegetable and then sow another vegetable. Yeah. So I would end up with like 3 points from grain or 2 points from grain and like 5 grain and 3 vegetables, which is fine. Not amazing, but not awful. Oh, Reno gets taken. Okay. Hmm. Well, I think I take a grain here. Then we'll see what my last move is going to be. Let's do a humble farm boy check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 5, 9. 13. I'm at 9. So I'm tied with Scar right now. So if I played Humble Farm Boy, I would very likely be giving the points to Scar. I would like to tie him, ideally. And you know what? He's at 5 occupations. What occupations might he have that he would want to play at the end of the game? I'm on G, moved, want to by accident from stone. I don't think it matters, but people are going to be like, why is there a blue person randomly floating? Let me think about this. Yeah, I think probably just playing major minor apiary is playable here. It's not great, but I think it's playable. Montu says, should I have gotten 1 wood from the food on grain from Camembert? Good question. Yeah, looks, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Monty, you're playing slow. You're playing way too. Okay, here's the thing. Monty's playing way too slow to make these mistakes. If you're doing 15 seconds, 15-second terms, I never have a problem with you asking to change. Never. But when you're doing like 50-second turns every round, That's too slow. Now it's crop rotator. Grabbing a wood. No, not a wood. I'll get a reed just for safety's sake. And then cloister dweller. Getting a wood. And I get a person into my house. Yeah, crop rotator, cloister dweller got to reed, or a reed and a wood. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2 Reno actions, so I have a very good chance at getting Reno fence in the last round. So this looks like a fine sequence. I'll take 2 cattle if they come to me. They're 2 cattle that I can use for pelts, and I think I need the food anyways, so looks okay. So Montu did family growth instead of plow sow. Okay, good to be able to notice those kind of things. All right, man, the fence, what are you doing? Pretty sure Montu will take the boar. So I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that Plow comes back. And if Plow doesn't come back, there's a chance that start player comes back. Start player Swan Lake is very appealing here. Oh, he plows. Okay. I would have thought going for a pair of animals, but plows are good. And he likes to sow as well. Maybe he wants to sow so that he can bake in round 14. Okay, so this is probably start player crooked plow here for Scar. So that's a problem. That means it's very unlikely that I'm going to get my 3rd plow here. That is a problem. So I should Reno with this move. I'll play Swan Lake. Whoops, come on. People are getting in the way. Put a food on the last round space. Hopefully Plow comes to me. With Plowmaker, Plow is quite nice for man the fence, but you never know. I mean, getting to a stone house is more important as well. See what man the fence does. See if he takes 2 stone here or not. Montu could take 2 stone to get Reno for himself. So I'm now at 13 played cards, so that escalated quickly. I have enough sheep now that I can pelts the rest of the way. I can pelts for two more rooms. Montu gets. I mean, he got the boar back, so hey, what can I can't say anything bad. The boar came. I thought he would take boar instead of fence, or instead of plow, but he got plow and boar, so smart. We're definitely in agreement. Oh no, is this crooked plow? Oh no. You know what? Scar is going to plow regularly, and man the fence is going to plow so. So I'm not getting a plow in round 14. That sucks. That means my cloister dweller is now worth only 3 points, weakening it further. So there's only a couple actions left. I'll take wood here, sure. Could take the sheep for food, but sheep might come back. Yeah, Montu's got a nice amount of points here. Doesn't have as many family members as I do, but he can alleviate that. I have more bonus points, but he's got more like actual just physical points, which is also good. Let's grab a vegetable here. And then I have one more move remaining. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to sow with my apiary. Sow vegetable with my apiary, right? Don't see any reason not to. And then what would my other move be? Do I do a cooking hearth upgrade here? Cooking hearth upgrade's not worth anything if I get Reno though next round, so that doesn't seem good. So I could take like a point from grain maybe. Wood is something if I stable. Yeah, grain is maybe worth a point, so taking grain here seems okay. Yeah, because every time I sow grain, you get +2. So that puts me across the threshold for the next amount of points. So I'm not in a great spot, but it seems like it's probably going to work out. No walk, apiary, sow vegetable, and then harvest. Whoops, not minus +2, minus by harvesting. And then I feed, oh, I needed food there. Well, I read, and then 1 pelts. Reed and 1 pelt sheep to feed 10 with 6. Hopefully that makes sense. Man the fence. Give me plow sow. You have plowmaker, but you want Reno fence, right? Yeah, no. That was never happening. But we will Reno fence here, I think. I'm going to run out of moves, but let's get the good ones while I can. Oh yeah, and Reno's contested, so yeah, I definitely have to Reno fence here. And apiary does not get to activate this round, which is very unfortunate. So yeah, maybe should have held on to crop rotator, because if I could crop rotate here, that would be pretty good. Oh well, that happens. This is probably Renault Dolly's mother, I imagine. Yep. I assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 played cards for Scar. So yeah, it's not even close at this point. I'm at 13. I'm actually tied for the most, maybe. Yeah, I am tied for the most with Man the Fence and Montu now that he's played Dolly's mother. Okay, I can take a 2-point cattle here. Otherwise, I don't see a whole lot of points remaining for me. Upgrading to a cooking hearth is probably worth a couple food because it'll make vegetable better than day labor, which is a pretty sad position to be in when you're making vegetable better than day labor. Yeah. Well, I'll eat 3 sheep and that's 6 food there. And if I pelt 1, it's 5 food. And then reed gets me to 8, and then 1 food on my in my supply. So yeah, I'm okay. Eating all my sheep is a little sad, but I think it's fine. It's the field phase, right? Yeah, Tapestry Weaver activates in the field phase. Montu has Shearer. Nice card. So that was probably his first pick. Don't think I'd seen his first pick, so that's a 2-point card. I can start marking my points here. And the fencing. I should have Renault fenced. Montu saying yes, obviously. That's mean. I don't know if it was obvious. Says he thinks I win anyways. I am in a good spot. Yeah, it saved me a round. Thing is, I wouldn't have mind doing a cooking hearth upgrade, so I don't know. I don't think you should be too harsh on him. Scar just took 3 reed. What? Reedstone food, I guess. Since I really need that reed food. Why did he take reed? I'm very confused. Run out of points? There's boar. There's no way he could be out of points. Oh, you have Basket Maker's Workshop. Whoops. No, ignore me, guys. I thought I had Basket Maker's Workshop. I have Basket Maker. I'm dumb. I really wish I had Cash Crop. Cash Crop would have been so good here. Oh, it would have been so good. Should I sow here? I could bake. It's 2 food either way, right? 2 food that you have to eat a point to get. This way I take a sheep from Montu. $36 for Scar, 35 for Man the Fence. And the fence saying I am rusty. Yeah, his occupations that he played are not really very good. Like the fact that I got like Crop Rotator back, for example, it's pretty scary. Everything's just 2 food, right? So harvest, sow. Crop rotate, eat 3 sheep, eat 2 sheep, 3H, pelt 1, and reed. So plus 5 food and a reed. With 7 feet 10. So what did I eat? I ate 3 sheep, so I go down 2. So that's not quite enough for the points. And I'm at max crop, so that's fine. No changes there. I pelted 1 more, and I get 1 for my tapestry, and I get 3 points from Cloister Dweller. So I score whatever I score plus 13. 53. Pretty good. Could have been better. This farm is missing a lot of potential points. Yeah, I'm missing out on a 3-point plow, which would have been worth 4 points because it lets me get another apiary action off. I'm missing 2 food for some more points from sheep. I'm missing playing what's her name a lot earlier, Patroness a lot earlier. $53, $46, $36, $35. So I think we could probably say this was a game where I benefited a good amount from sitting after Man, the Fence, and Scar, because I think they probably passed cards they should have. So alright, well, that worked out. Yeah, and I got apiary back too, which I should not have. So maybe we can take a quick look at the draft. 336, 282. So Cloister Dweller here looks fine. Patroness, yeah, it's a good amount less than Grocer. I guess Sid pointed that out already. And Tapestry Weaver, quite a bit worse than Joiner. Wow, and Tapestry Weaver gets picked late. That's surprising. I think this is a card that's probably undervalued. I mean, the fact that it's picked 5.2 and its power 2.7, that's like really high for that position. Same with Basket Maker. Shows both of those cards are probably undervalued. What I would really love to do, and I actually could do this pretty easily, I should do a visualization that shows what the overvalued cards are. All I would do is just graph, what you do is you look at all the cards, you relate average draft position and power, and then you say what are the cards that, like, you make a curve of that, and then you show the cards that are extremely undervalued or overvalued. Yeah, I should do that. That would be an interesting. Maybe I'll do that when I'm on vacation. That would be fun. Humble Farm Boy, sure. Yeah, this is all pretty bad. Crop Rotator, yeah. So here's where we get into the silly stuff. The fact that I got Crop Rotator, Farm School Graduate, and Basket Maker all back. Boarding School here. Boarding School higher than Guest Room. Interesting. Carpet ahead of Carp Pond, but I feel pretty justified considering the other plays. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe this is a game that you could say it worked out because of my seating position. So Scarf first picked card player. Yeah. I think we can say that that was a mistake. This probably... It's hard to make work. It's really hard to make work. I think the idea of doing it, I actually really like the idea of doing it with Chemist. I think that's really cool. I think the execution was maybe a little lacking though. But even so, you still, how do you not take like Joiner here? Or even Food Connoisseur. Food Connoisseur with Cocotte in the hand, hope that it comes back. Then you got Fence Delivery Man, sure. Mushroom Collector. I think it's, yeah, Mushroom Collector's fine, I guess. He took Chemist here. Farm School Graduate is not great with Fence Deliveryman and Mushroom Collector because they're both cards that you want out early, but it's probably one of the worst cards in this pack. Although with Card Player, I think there's something there with Card Player and Chemist. I think there's something there. Gardener's Wife, fine. These picks don't really matter. You can look at first pick Crooked Plow over Boarding School and Guest Room and Cash Crop and Cow Chips. Those look like some pretty clear mistakes. Well, Crooked Plow over Cow Chips is probably fine, but the rest I think probably not. Then he took Reed Nursery over Carp Pond. Yeah. Yeah. And so yeah, I got some good cards back that I should not have. And that definitely improved my game. Let's take a quick look at Man the Fence. First picked Writing Maniac. Okay. With Farm School Graduate, I don't love it because there's two occupations in this pack that just let you play occupations. So I think I'd probably just gamble on one of them coming back. I mean, I like Patroness a bit more than Grocer, I think. Depending on the seating position. Depending on what other cards I have. Then he took Food Connoisseur over Joiner. I mean, that's probably fine. Like, I mean, obviously Joiner's the better card, but it's not like a super big mistake, but I'd say it's an error, probably. Self-Employee over Humble Farm. So taking Self-Employee when you got Humble Farm Boy in your hand doesn't look very good. And Writing Maniac, like, what does Self-Employee do for you here? Not too much. Plowmaker, sure. And passed on to farm school graduate again to pick up pen builder. He had decided that he wanted occupation or animals before he even saw anything else. So first pick baking tray here. Yeah, Pelts is awesome. People got a 4.6 drafted third. Yeah, this is a card that will stand out in my analysis. Interior design. Yeah. Yep. I think we can pretty safely say that I got past a couple cards I should not have. Like passing carpet. So the thing is, he picked pen builder, right? So you probably got to pick up carpet here, right? It seems like a pretty good time to do that. Anyways. They said they were rusty, and that happens. In this case, I was the beneficiary of it. How much did that matter? I mean, it certainly mattered. Was it a 7-point difference? Maybe. Yeah, might have been. Obviously, I would have played different if I had different cards, but yeah, my card quality was probably just a lot higher. Well, you know what? I passed some good cards to Montu too, but certainly the fact that I had the choice of the card that I wanted for my combo or the stronger card, I mean, that's obviously a good position to be in. So, all right, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little video. I think I'll stream on Thursday. I think that'll be my plan. Probably Thursday will be a rest day for me. I won't do anything. So, that sounds like a good day to stream. So, yeah, look for me on Thursday, and that's all. We'll see you then.